Good morning all. My name is Spyro Kyritsis. I'm only here for 2 minutes. I'm going to make this very quick. Essentially, this is a activity that I use in my Year 7 or Year 8 class when I'm teaching fractions. And really it's about consolidating students' knowledge and understanding of equivalent fractions. What is it? It is a game. It is played in pairs. As I said, it is used to consolidate students' understanding of equivalent fractions. I like using it after I've actually taught the concept. As a way of, as I said, consolidating that knowledge. It's fun, it's engaging, and it really differentiates itself. And I'll explain that a bit more once I get into what you need and what it is. What you need is a fraction wall sheet. Which is just, looks something like this. It is essentially what you want to know is one of these rows represents one whole. So that bottom row is one whole, that's obviously a half, so on and so forth. And the sheet is then the students, their turn and how it works. So something like that. You can go for a more structured sort of sheet, depending on your class, which would look, that one. It gives them a bit of an indication of those fractions just to help them along. So depending on your students and what level they're at and the understanding that they have, you can do that. So you need that sheet. You need a numerator die, which is basically your normal die, but I've labelled it 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Quite easily, I've just used one of those dot stickers and you put them on. Likewise, you need a denominator die, and it's labelled the fraction denominator 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 12. And you can go different coloured textures and pens. How do you play? Essentially, the players take turns at rolling both pairs of dice, and they get a fraction. They roll a numerator and a denominator, and they get a fraction. From that, they must colour that fraction on their fraction wall sheet. Now, there are options. If you roll, for example, 4/8, you can just simply shade in 4/8. You can shade half, you can shade 6/12. We all know that, so I'm not going to go through every single one. But essentially, it's time. Sorry. First person to roll to cover their whole wall shaded in actually is the winner. And the reason why it does differentiate itself is basically you've got your lower ability kids who would probably be quite literal in terms of whatever they roll, they colour in, whereas your more higher academic kids would get a bit more creative and start, changing their equivalent fractions and things like that. Thank you.